So yes, I made it my mission to create a safe haven law in Idaho, and the governor of Idaho handed me the pen that he signed into law in the state of Idaho, that law, that if you don't want your baby to take it to a safe place. And so that was a very special moment that he says your fingerprints are all over that law in Idaho. And at the time, it was only in about 27 states. And since then, then it became in many other states. So here's in July of 2003, just a couple years after that law was passed, a mother knew about the safe haven law in Idaho, and she delivered this little baby in the hospital. And then she wrote a note on a hospital pamphlet and said, please give this baby to someone else. I can't have this baby. And she walked out. And so the next day, I get a phone call because we were on the adoption list to adopt a baby, and I got that little baby. Isn't that kind of neat? Yeah. So I became a mom in a phone call, and I sent my husband to the store with a list of things, and he was running around the store getting all these things, and people were like, you're filling up 2 carts full of things for babies. When's your baby due? He's like, the baby's at the house. So it happened really fast, but it was a really special thing. And then we were her foster parents for 1 year, and then we were able to legally adopt her, and this is on adoption day, just a little bit before she was 1 year old. So she's my little girl. Oprah Winfrey invited me to be on her show to tell that story. If I can get this to change. There we go. So more than 25 unwanted newborns have been saved in Idaho since the law was passed. I also helped get the law and lobbied it in other states to have it happen, and now it's in all 50 states. And Oprah called out a few states while we were on the show, and she says Alaska and Nebraska and Hawaii and all that. So it's now everywhere, and I need your help in just promoting the law. It takes just a couple sentences in a post and a discussion at the table because you don't know who is hiding a pregnancy or feels so desperate. They don't need to face murder charges, and those babies do not need to be abandoned, and thousands of babies have died and are buried in graves named, Angel Rose and Baby Hope and all those things, and that does not need to happen. And I am so thankful that I was able to be on this show in front of millions of people to talk about that. But this is Lily now, and she's fantastic, and I'm so thankful to be her mom. So I want to just touch on real quick the things that you need to know. It allows you to safely surrender the baby at places like a hospital, police station, fire station. But the issue is every state is different. It protects those parents. But here's the difference. In Pennsylvania, you can safely surrender your baby at either a hospital or a police department within 28 days of the child being born. But guess what? In neighboring Ohio, you have 3 days. And you can safely surrender the baby at a hospital, EMS provider, or a law enforcement agency. How about we have this be the same in all 50 states? Would that not make sense? Yeah.